Hey guys, welcome to the No Other Option podcast, where the only option is success. I'm Joel, and with me I have Troy. Troy, who are you?
My name is Troy Love. I am 28. I'm from Kershaw, South Carolina. I currently live just outside of Charlotte. Small town. There ain't shit in Kershaw, but a Bojangles and Subway and two mom and pop grocery stores. So you know, everybody knows everybody, but just grew up loving sports. My parents were born and raised there, and just grew up playing football, loving football, basketball. Got a degree in sports, sports recreation, management, shooting for my master's in it, and just been a part of sports my whole life. Got to meet some cool people, do some cool things, go some cool places, just be a huge part of this sports and entertainment industry. So it's been an awesome experience, and looking forward to using those experiences and bringing them on here. So, Joel, who are you?
All right, so I'm Joel Turner. I was born and raised in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where if you grew up in Myrtle Beach, you know that Myrtle Beach High School has dominated football for a very long time. We're not talking about this season. But yeah, I grew up, played football at Myrtle Beach High School, transferred to Saugus T, got to know some really good people with really good athletic ability and knowledge of the game. Yeah, I did not go the sports management route in college. I went economics route to law school to back in for computer science. So I'm all over the place. But I met some wonderful people along the way, and like Troy said, being from a small town. Well, Myrtle Beach was a small town when I was young. It's not anymore. It's the fastest growing city in the United States. I found out last night. Going from that small town to metropolis, there's a ton of people here. A lot of people coming in and out. The other day, there was a Gronk post where he was like, "Oh, I used to vacation here every week." It's a big football environment, big basketball environment. We got the Beach Ball Classic. Zion Williamson dominated Myrtle Beach High School.
Also, I just want to say that I think Myrtle Beach lost to the high school across the town from me, Camden. I think they got blown out by them. I think that's who it was that
I
they
think it
played.
was Camden 48-0.
Yeah, they got destroyed.
Yeah.
They got destroyed. I didn't think Camden was that good, but apparently they are.
Troy, how did we meet? Why are we here together?
We were both in a fraternity, Lambda Chi Alpha. Shout out to Lambda Chi Alpha. Shout out to Colin and Austin. If y'all are watching this, we appreciate you. We are both founding fathers of Lambda Chi Alpha at Coastal Carolina. So we both went to Coastal. Well, Joel went to South Carolina first
Then I went to
because
Coastal.
he wanted to be a Gamecock. And then he didn't want to be a Gamecock. He wanted to be the cousin of the Gamecock, the Chanticleer. He wanted to be
A Teal Rooster.
a Teal Rooster.
Yeah.
Um, but we met there. Got to be founding fathers of Lambda Chi Alpha. Pretty cool experience. Met some cool people. I think it was 11. Was it 11 of us founding fathers? Right, 11.
I think ultimately on the charter there ended up being a lot more, but for the first class
It was 11, right?
there was
Me, you, TJ, Lucas.
there was around 11 that ended up staying and like
S-
getting initiated. Yeah.
Sam. I think it was 11. Either way, it was 11 of us. We got to be a part of that and trying to build a fraternity on campus from literally ground up, which was pretty cool. Um, Especially at the Coastal Carolina fraternity scene where it was pretty huge. I mean, Greek life was pretty big at Coastal, so
Yeah.
just being a part of that, and he was one of the cool people in there, and man, we meshed immediately. I don't think there was any hesitation whatsoever. I'm a pretty easygoing person. I mean, I think so are you, but like, I don't think there was ever a thought of like, yeah, this dude is weird, or I'm not gonna talk to him.
I mean, I'm pretty weird, but like it's like up front, and you should be able to tell it's a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you're very easygoing, and then I would say that I think it's I don't know, extrovert is the easiest word. Like, and I just like to throw jokes around. It doesn't even matter. But yeah, I mean that's how we met, Lambda Chi Alpha, and then we've been here since. I was a groomsman at his wedding. One day he'll be a groomsman or best man, who knows, at my wedding if I ever get married. Anyway, All right. No, so I mean I think we both have several goals for the podcast. It's kind of the point in this video.
I mean, you can't start anything without having goals, right? Because then you're just doing random shit. But I mean, like we kind of talked about it before. You brought up the idea, and when you first hear it, you're just like, can we actually do it? And then you're thinking like, yeah, we can do it, and we know a lot of people. But my main goal is just to bring more information to people, right? Like we're not even just saying like there's no other option for y'all to talk to us or something, but some people are just given the cards they're dealt with, and they made the best with it. So that's what we're trying to bring light to. Just making sure people understand there's different parts of the sports entertainment industry and the routes people had to choose or the routes people were given. Like they made the best that they could, and this is their story. We're giving light to it. We're gonna ask questions. You know, not to be cliche like the other ones, but we're just trying to be as entertaining as possible while giving out as much information as we can. Like I feel like there's so many people that me and you both know, we've been lucky to know and get to be around. We could just shed some light for people who just aren't aware. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just normal people, but we know some abnormal people. We know some people who have some limelight on their name and or whose names carry weight. Jesus, but we want to just bring that to y'all while being funny and just trying to be as entertaining as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much said it. I mean, we're blessed to know all these different people. In high school, like I said, Myrtle Beach dominated in football. Got me to meet a ton of different people. And then when I played at Saugus High School, met a ton of different people that were talented athletes. Yeah, I mean, you make a good point because like we've spoken to some of our future guests. If NIL had been like a thing, things would have been completely different. Like
Oh yeah.
so people are dealing with the cards that they're dealt, and we want to give some exposure to those people as well as just kind of get more of an inside scoop to what exactly it's like to do different things. What's it like to be playing basketball overseas? What's it like to be in the G League? What's it like to move on from traditional tackle football to playing in like a league where you only play with flags, like what is it like now?
What do you think makes us unique? What makes us stand out compared to other podcasts who kind of do the same thing?
For one, and I mean this may be like the most obvious one, but we're not professional athletes, we're not professional music producers, we're not professional agents, we're not in that realm
Any
of, you know,
anything.
we're normal guys.
I work at the Y.
Yeah. Yeah, I stream on Twitch, never giving that out on this podcast, but no, we're very unique people just because we are just like genuinely who we are. We're both very honest and we're open about our backgrounds. And I think that it's very beneficial to get like a take from like people who aren't just, like Paul George. No offense, Paul George. I love your podcast. Or somebody like Stephen A. Smith. I turn my head. He's on TV right now. We haven't been in the industry forever. We haven't been talking to the big names forever. We're out here and we're willing to give it a chance and see what exposure we can bring to other people. Maybe someday it'll be some big people. I mean, I don't know. We got some numbers in our phones.
We definitely do. Again, I think that's just something different. We're asking from like casual, like we're not asking from that just like you said from that experience standpoint. We're just asking the casual question that every fan or sports goer doer they just probably want to know and ask. Some of them might be stupid questions, but that's the purpose. Some people got stupid questions.
Yeah,
There ain't
one
nothing
hundred
wrong with a
percent.
stupid question as long as it gives us an answer. So
100%. And I mean, like when me and Troy are texting, 99% of the time it's just about sports. That's all it's ever been. It's been about
oh yeah.
sports, girls prior to him getting married. Now it's me talking one way about girls. But yeah, I mean, ultimately it's just been that's been our friendship, and why not share that with the world? We got a
Oh
pretty
yeah.
solid friendship. We have a lot of questions to ask people, and we ultimately will ask them. We're gonna ask some crazy questions.
That's part of the process. If they don't like it, they ain't got to answer it, but we still gonna ask it. It ain't gonna be nothing crazy. I ain't gonna ask nobody no personal like, how does it feel to get dropped from an NFL team? We just want to ask those questions that people don't get to see or want. Like I said before, just want to ask, and this is the perfect place to do it. So
100%. Yeah, I mean, I think well, that's what makes it special, man. But yeah, as far as like potential guests, I mean, the only one I'm going to name drop is Coastal Carolina legend Elijah Wilson. He's going to be our very first guest. We've already recorded the episode.
oh yeah,
You know what? I may as well give y'all a name for the second one too. Tredarius McCullum, Trey McCullum, one of my childhood friends.
great
And
guy.
yeah, we already did that episode too. And we've got 3 or 4 more confirmed.
Yep.
And we're probably gonna have most of those recorded before we actually drop them. But for now, you just kind of get a taste. And in the meantime, if you want to look up those people, I'm gonna be honest, Wikipedia is not the most accurate source. It's the first time I learned that. College didn't teach me that.
Yep.
There's a lot to learn about everybody, and different walks of life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, please stick with us, and please give each person a chance.
And if you made it this far, we appreciate y'all for just sticking. Hopefully, y'all get back, see our first couple episodes. But if there's anything that we could ever ask that y'all want to know, let us know. Whether that be comments, emails, messages, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, leave a comment down below if you have any questions. We'll do our best to answer them in the comments, or maybe it'll be in the video. If you have some connections that you want us to reach out to and have them on the podcast,
Oh yeah,
let us
please do
know
that.
too. Doesn't
Please
matter.
do that.
We'll reach out to anybody. Trust me, I will talk to anybody. I'm not scared. I mean, I'm a little bit scared sometimes, but like sometimes you gotta deal with your anxiety, and that's what therapy's for.
We not scared. We not scared. We'll talk to anybody about any of their experiences that we don't know about, or maybe even that the world doesn't know about a lot. Because overseas in Argentina is way different than overseas in Australia, and G League is way different than soccer academies or whatever it may be. I mean, it's just a different place. Every place has its own experience, its own ties, just everything. So if y'all know anybody, reach out to us. They want to be a part of this experience. Please let us know, man. Because we're looking for more and more people and more interviews. Got my cat walking in the background.
100%. And one thing I didn't touch on. So, what does no other option podcast mean? It doesn't mean that hey, you can't go out and watch other podcasts. It doesn't mean you have no other options in terms of that. It just means that the only option in life is success, and that's what all of these people have gone out and aimed for. Their only option was success. They came from grassroots, the majority of them, I'm assuming, and that's where we come from. We come from working class families, and we our only option in life is success.
Absolutely.
We hope that y'all enjoy the podcast. Know just a little bit more about us. If you want to know any more, again, please leave a comment down below. Welcome to the No Other Option podcast.
Yes, sir.